Alright guys, today I am going to talk to you about making your Scratchboard art. So you should have received one of these. It's like a thick black piece of paper. You can see the one I'm using has some scratches on it already. So you do want to be careful with your Scratchboard when you're putting it up and stuff like that. That's why I'm using this one for the demonstration, because it wasn't one that I would give to a student to use. So be careful as you kind of move it around that you're gentle with it, because basically how it works is you scratch off the surface and there is white underneath. So similar to what you did yesterday with your Dead Day drawing, where you did the black paper with the white marks on it, you're using this tool. And even though this tool isn't actually making white on the paper, it's scratching away the black to reveal the white. So you have to be kind of in a similar mindset, which is why I like to do that Dead Day right before we start this project. So you should have a tool like this. These are not sharp enough to like cut you, but you could scratch yourself pretty good. So be aware of where you are when you're scratching. Don't be like pulling it towards yourself or anything like that. Just kind of be careful with it. So you can make several different kinds of marks. So if you use it like this, like you would a pen, you can make pretty fine marks. You can kind of lay it on its side and scratch off larger areas. You can kind of go like this and make even larger areas. You can also get some nice texture with this. You can see, if it'll focus. Sort of. But you can see you can get some nice texture. So when you're working on your Scratchboard, you want to think about what you are going to do and plan it out before you start. If you just start going on here and you're like, well, I guess I'm going to draw a flower, and then you hate the way it looks, there's not really anything you can do about it. You can't put it back on. You scratched away the black. There's nothing you can do about it. So you really need to do some full-on planning before you start. So think about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, and make a plan before you just start scratching on here, because there's really no going back. I don't have second sheets for anyone. Everybody just gets the one sheet. So make sure that you know what you're doing before you start. I get asked a lot of times, as far as the planning goes, can you use a pencil to sketch it out first? My answer is yes, but. So you can do it and you can kind of see what you're doing. So, you know, you can draw on here with a pencil. And if you're using a pretty dull pencil like I am here, it won't scratch your paper. Hopefully, if you're using like a mechanical pencil, it definitely could scratch your paper. So you do want to use something that's pretty dull. The problem comes with erasing. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this on camera, but it kind of smears a little bit. It doesn't erase very cleanly. So if you were sketching out like maybe like a big area, knowing that you were going to scratch away everything that was inside of here, then it would probably be okay. But if you're trying to like sketch out like some fine lines or something like that and you're just going over it, just know that there's a possibility that you will still see your pencil lines in the final design. So think about that and use it smartly. As far as what to do on your Scratchboard, it is completely open-ended. You can do anything, basically, I mean, that's school appropriate, that you want to do, but think very hard about what you're doing. Think about if it's something that's possible with Scratchboard. And think about if it's something that is creative. I don't want to see you just cover the page in hearts and stars. That's not what I'm going for. Yes, the subject matter is up to you, but also you will be graded on what you have come up with. Keep that in mind. Like, this isn't just for fun. You will be getting a grade on this. So you want to pick something that is challenging for you, but not so hard that it's impossible for you to do it. One of the things that you will be graded on if you look at your rubric is the value that you show. So if you choose something that is just black and white with no midtones in it, you're probably not going to get a very good grade because you don't have a lot of value to show. So you want something that is complicated enough that it will earn you a good grade, but easy enough that you can do it. So know your own skill level. And then you want to have something that shows a variety of values so that you can show me that you can use this tool to create value. You can create value by doing hatching and cross hatching like we did with pen and ink. You can even do kind of like stippling, and stippling will give you a really nice texture on here too. There's a bunch of different ways that you can use a Scratchboard. I would encourage you to Google Scratchboard art and kind of see the realm of possibility, but don't copy something you find on the internet. There is a penguin one that is very popular. Every single year I've ever done Scratchboard, somebody comments or somebody copies that one. Don't copy that one, please. There's a lion one or a tiger or something like that that's also very popular. People copy that one a lot. Don't copy something you find online. I'm not saying that because someone has already done a penguin, you are not allowed to do a penguin, but you can't do that penguin. You can't just almost exactly copy something that you find online. You can't even sort of like, oh, well, I'm going to change it and make its feet point a different direction. Like, that's still copying. You can find a different reference image of a different penguin and do that, but you can't just copy what you find online. If you are having trouble coming up with a subject matter, or you just need help using the Scratchboard, or you're nervous to start scratching and messing it up, if you need anything at all, just send me an email and I'll be happy to help you.